Act 1. The magic in the air. Imagine waking up, grabbing your phone, and instantly scrolling through videos, checking the weather, or texting a friend across the ocean. We do this every single day without a second thought. But have you ever stopped to wonder, how does the internet actually get into your device? There are no cables attached to your phone. The data is just floating through the air. Today we take Wi-Fi for granted. It is as essential to modern life as electricity or running water. But the story of how we got here isn't just about routers and tech companies. It's a thrilling tale of Hollywood glamour, forgotten astronomy experiments, and a global battle to unleash the internet from its wires. This is the story of how Wi-Fi was born. Act 2. The glamorous secret of World War II. To find the true roots of Wi-Fi, we have to travel back in time, all the way to the 1940s during the darkest days of World War II. And surprisingly, our first pioneer isn't a scientist in a lab coat, but a famous Hollywood actress named Hedy Lamarr. Hedy Lamarr was known as the most beautiful woman in the world, but she possessed a brilliant, inventive mind. She hated the Nazis and wanted to help the Allied war effort. She learned that radio-controlled torpedoes were easily jammed by the enemy, causing them to miss their targets. Alongside an avant-garde composer named George Antheil, Lamarr came up with a revolutionary idea called frequency hopping. Imagine trying to have a conversation with someone, but every 2 seconds, both of you switch to a completely different radio frequency in perfect sync. An enemy trying to eavesdrop or block the signal would hear nothing but static. They patented the technology in 1942, but the military didn't understand its potential at the time. Decades later, however, this exact concept of frequency hopping and spread spectrum technology would become the absolute mathematical foundation for secure wireless communication, including Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Hedy Lamarr didn't just star in movies, she helped invent the future. Act 3. The galactic breakthrough. Fast forward to the late 1980s and early 1990s. The internet exists, but it is trapped. Computers are chained to walls by thick, clunky Ethernet cables. Scientists around the world are trying to figure out how to transmit high-speed data wirelessly inside buildings. The problem? Radio waves bounce off walls, furniture, and people, creating echoes and distorting the signal. It was a chaotic mess of interference. The breakthrough came from the most unexpected place. A group of radio astronomers in Australia working for a government research agency called CSIRO. Led by a brilliant scientist named John O'Sullivan, these researchers weren't trying to build the internet. They were trying to detect faint radio waves from exploding black holes billions of light years away. To find these tiny signals amidst the cosmic noise, O'Sullivan and his team developed complex mathematical formulas to clean up radio interference and piece scattered signals back together. Their astronomy project didn't find the black holes they were looking for, but John O'Sullivan realized something incredible. The same math used to solve the mysteries of the universe could solve the problem of indoor radio echoes. In 1992, the CSIRO team patented a technique called OFDM. This technology split a radio signal into several smaller signals, transmitting them simultaneously across different frequencies. When the signals bounced off walls and arrived at a device scrambled, the mathematics put them back together flawlessly. This was the missing puzzle piece. This was the birth of fast, reliable wireless data. Act 4. Naming the ghost. By the late 1990s, tech giants realized they needed a universal standard so that different computers could talk to the same wireless networks. In 1997, the first official standard was released, known by the incredibly boring name IEEE 802.11. Obviously, no one was going to go to a store and buy an IEEE 802.11 router. In 1999, a wireless alliance hired a branding firm to come up with a catchy, memorable name. Out of a list of proposals, they chose Wi-Fi. A lot of people think Wi-Fi stands for wireless fidelity, just like Hi-Fi stands for high fidelity in audio. But here's a fun fact. It doesn't stand for anything at all. It is a completely made-up marketing word designed to sound friendly and high-tech. Act 5. Apple makes it explode. Even with the technology invented and the name chosen, Wi-Fi was still an expensive luxury for geeks. It needed a champion to bring it to the masses. That champion was Steve Jobs. In 1999, Jobs visited the tech company Lucent and saw what they were working on with wireless data. He immediately saw the future. He integrated Wi-Fi into Apple's new consumer laptop, the iBook, calling the feature Airport. During the live keynote presentation, Steve Jobs did something iconic. He picked up the iBook